wanted to take a moment as we wrap up this appropriations package to recognize the distinguished tenure and leadership of our chairman, Richard Shelby. Earlier this year, Senator Shelby cast vote number 10,000 right here on the Senate floor. Like so many of his accomplishments, that landmark seemed to slip by without a whole lot of fuss. But what a remarkable milepost in a very distinguished career. I imagine this year's appropriations process holds special significance for our chairman as he took the reins of the committee, made it clear that working with Senator Leahy, regular order would be the name of the game. He set his sights on restoring the kind of collaborative process that historically made our institution so unique. As we all know, that's a little bit easier said than actually done. And yet, the committee completed a markup process that reported out all 12 spending bills faster than it had in any year since 1988. That's 3 decades ago. And when we close out this package, the Senate will have passed a majority of its annual appropriation measures by the beginning of August for the first time since 2000, 18 years ago. I'm sure my fellow members of the Appropriations Committee would agree with me that this productivity is due in large part to the leadership of our chairman, Richard Shelby. So on behalf of the whole Senate, Mr. Chairman, I want to thank him for the work he's done so far, for the accomplishments on behalf of the American people that are yet to come. And I want to thank Senator Leahy as well and all of our other colleagues on the committee for their contributions.
Madam President.
Democratic Leader.
I'd like to join my friend, the Majority Leader, in congratulating Dick Shelby on his 10,000th vote. I knew him before he cast his first vote in the Senate, when we were fellow Democrats in the House of Representatives. A long time ago. But Dick Shelby has one thing he has been consonant throughout his career: his decency, his honor, and most of all, his desire to get things done for his home state of Alabama and for our country. And that has led him to be just an outstanding leader of the Appropriations Committee. As the Majority Leader mentioned, we are working in a remarkably smooth, bipartisan way. We hope that's a precedent of things to come. We hope that we will continue to work together and not let any outside forces mess that up, not to mention any names. And he's just a wonderful guy. He really is. We see each other in the gym in the morning, and let me tell you, Shelby is as fit as ever, huffing and puffing away on the bike. And that gives all of us solace, because it means he has even more strength to guide us through the appropriations process for many years to come. I'd also like to acknowledge his partner in this, they couldn't have done it without working together, Senator Leahy. It's a great team, and we look forward to continued bipartisan compromise and success.
Madam President.
Senator from Vermont.
I'll yield to the Senator from Alabama.
Alabama.
Madam President, thank you, Senator McConnell and Senator Schumer, for your kind remarks. I hope my wife was listening to that, but what the heck. But we have been working together, and we've got to continue that to make the process work, to reach out to each other. And gosh, it's hard work. Senator Leahy and I differ on a lot of things, but we are together on bringing the regular order to the Appropriations Committee, because I've thought all along we owe it to the American people. We're accountable, both parties, both groups, and that's what we've been about. So thank you again, Mr. Leader, and Senator Schumer, thank you for your kind remarks. Senator Leahy.
Madam President.
Senator from Vermont.
Madam President, I thank the senior senator from Alabama for his kind words, but I also thank our two leaders for their kind words. Senator Shelby and I met with Senator McConnell and Senator Schumer earlier this year. And we said that we want to get the Senate back to what it should be and what it has been. And what better way than do it in the appropriations bills? I've served here longer than anybody in this body. I've seen it when it's worked and when it hasn't worked. Senator Shelby and I felt we could do it. And I would urge an aye vote, of course, on this final passage, the second minibus package. Each of these were reported by the Appropriations Committee unanimously, Republicans and Democrats voting together. Some have said you couldn't agree on the sun rising in the east, but we agreed. Incidentally, with my dear friend, the Senator from Alabama, I would note that the tie I'm wearing is one that he and Dr. Shelby gave me for my birthday this year. And I thought that might be a good touch. But I think that what the leaders, both Senator McConnell and Senator Schumer, said, they've worked very hard with us. And if we pass this bill today, we'll have passed 7 appropriations bills out of the Senate, a firm commitment to take up 2 more in the coming weeks. It wouldn't have worked if the chairman had not committed himself to what the rest of us did.